pretty good push though. Of course, Snapfire is a universal hero and can do quite a decent amount of damage. And you also have a Tiny, which is a incredibly strong building hitter. And I think that was the biggest problem that they were lacking last game. But the safe lane Snapfire, I'm curious in what it's going to build, how it's going to build. Are we gonna see anything fun and new and interesting?
I feel like Diffusal Blade. Something like this. You can go physical damage as well later. With the crits.
Yeah, but you really need the level 25 talent for that. That's the problem.
Don't you sass me.
It's a long time till you get that. But then again, if you get to the point where you're at level 25 on Snapfire, it does go pretty nuts.
That's a lot of mana burned.
30
And
seconds
not much mana lost for his troubles there on Stormstormer. To show that he's going to go Quas Wex. So no X-Sword shenanigans just yet.
Yeah, it's very good against the Tiny. You always hit the EMP.
Does have a tiny mana pool, but on the other hand, if he's got a tree in his hands, you also won't get many last hits, or you shouldn't.
The battle begins.
If he wants to, he can like try hard and try to deny every ranged creep. And maybe one melee. Lele's?
Yeah, he's just walking, hoping that he can get a counter
they
word
missed.
going. Guesses incorrectly. And that's 50 gold wasted.
He was so sure.
Are they? Oh, they're looking to possibly go for first blood top.
Lele saw the lion.
Yeah, okay, maybe not. Well, no, Blink is going to TP back down towards bottom. No first blood attempt coming through. It was a first pick hero for Moo, by the way, so he didn't go for a last pick this time around. And Doom is definitely not a bad hero. It should have a pretty okay lane here up against the anti-mage Crystal Maiden. I don't really think that it should struggle as much.
He deals a lot of damage on this lane. Lion helps a lot as well. He can even get kills on the CM.
And the mid matchup, Stormstormer is, well, you know, he's a focus specialist for a reason.
He was so happy when he saw the changes. When he would regen a lot of mana before Valve nerfed it. Said he would like to play this hero every time.
And that's why he's a Grandmaster.
Oh, he got the last hit.
Yeah, that was pretty nicely done. He hit Mobai. Mobai thought that he hit the range creep because of it. Throws out the avalanche to try and get the deny going, but made an oopsie daisy mistake. The mental outplay of a 1v1 mid.
Some damage.
Now Lelis is here as well, and Blink is actually the one that's going to get taken down by Lelis. Moo will cut his way out of there, and that's the downside of playing against an H Prophet. He will be able to TP and be anywhere needed. Gunner might struggle a little bit because of it, but then, you know, you're going to give a Snapfire safe lane a good farm, which, okay, sure.
They might not even be. It might not even be possible to pressure this Snapfire. Anyways.
Yeah, not with the Enchantress blocking it the entire time and just being in your face.
Yeah. Has to find other ways to make pressure on the map.
Stuff like Bounty Rune Pick-Upper.
He's looking to 3P.
I'm gonna need some way to get something going in the lane though. Because Doom has a good comeback mechanic with the Devour, or at least survivability mechanic. Magnus, he does have a good farming tool, but might Ooh, actually, Husky is dropping pretty low. But laning-wise, can't do it during the laning stage, whereas Doom can just constantly keep munching away at creeps.
Yuma?
Going in onto Blink. He does have a healing loads as well, and Mu is pretty much out of mana. Yuma is going to be able to pretty straightforwardly survive that bottom side. 14 denies for Samson on that Snapfire.
And only 8 CS on the Magnus.
Yeah, I guess
That's
safe lane
1
Snapfire
TP from
looking good.
Lilies. And this hero is very strong on the lane, so...
Honestly, at this point, I'm curious. Doesn't Sammy Boy just want to play off lane and then they put Mu in the safe lane?
Right? Just do that. But that makes it too obvious. They want to surprise the opponent.
Mu used to be a safe lane, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I'm just like the heroes that Samson is playing half the time are just weird. Like,
He's a good core.
he's a
Mu.
good core, but he doesn't play many safe lane heroes. It's like trying to find fun stuff to go with. And Snapfire is a great hero for like off lane. Safe lane, I mean, I of course it's early days, and maybe I'll be completely flabbergasted at his performance. Oh, Lelis
Wait.
TPs
Oh,
towards
okay.
mid, comes in
That
from
makes
behind.
sense. I was like, there's no way Invoker solo killed him, right?
Yeah, no, Lelis is being a nuisance. Can't do too much top, but can definitely help out in towards the other lanes. Speaking of which, Blink is going to get jumped here. Doesn't actually have anything
Yuma?
left. Will get taken down by Fly. Yuma might lose his life here. Swap the healing loads in, but it was too late. It was actually in his backpack, and that might be another one being taken down. Double kill for the Tiny in the 3-for-1 trade in the bottom lane, and they even throw out the BM tip.
Okay, there's a very good way of respawning. Just get a double kill.
Radiant are scanning.
Osbeck underneath the tower. Earthbite comes in onto Stormstormer. Lelis is TPing through Stormstormer. Is actually surviving pretty nicely. Mobile in response, taking a heap of damage, but it is a Tiny, and he is very tanky. Husky charging forward. Surprisingly, doesn't have a point in Wisps, and instead went for Impetus, which the enchantresses I've seen so far just max level enchant and Wisps and just ignore Impetus completely.
Yeah, he's only level 3. He probably got 1 point to zone the Magnus out of the lane.
Stormstormer going all the way around, trying to get himself the experience rune steal. All invised up.
He might die.
They have detection. They do have a sentry on the
Radiant
lion.
are scanning.
There's so many heroes that can TP there.
And he does steal it, but
Oh,
actually,
They're
Lubins's
not-
fine.
they're not coming.
He just TP's back to mid, and okay, it's ignored. He gets the experience rune. Lelis gets the other one. So they get both the XP runes, and they're going to be happy camper. Supports Lelis level 5. At Fly also level 5. Up against the opponents level 3 and level 4 support.
That's a disaster. They'll have to leech a lot of XP on the supports right now. It's
Who's
almost level
6?
3 Enchantress.
Oh, the gateway from Samson coming in. Quickly going for
OT.
Yuma. Throws out kisses. Yuma's going to go for the TP out of there. He will be able to disengage.
And that's beautiful.
It is beautiful. The Snapfire skin is pretty beautiful. Also,
I didn't know that.
forcing out the anti-mage away is pretty nice. But yeah, the ice blast thingies are kind of cool.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Mobai, hit by the sprouts, surrounded by enemies. There is a Doom available, thrown out onto Stormstormer and Lelis. He's going to have to turn his attention towards Mu. Stormstormer is dropping low, and yeah, there's no way he's going
gonna
to
die.
survive that. Unfortunately for Stormstormer, the Doom does too much. Boots comes in, Mobai dropping very low. Lelis, no sprout available. Mobai gets a killing spree going for himself. And still made and even gets forced further back. They needed Yuma's mana void in that fight.
Yeah, and Evoker died through a creep. He was able to deny himself.
Oh, that's at the very least a little bit of denial for that Doom getting the gold.
Makes it less bad.
Gunner going for the Blink Eye Dagger first item. Towards mid, speaking of Blink. Sprouts it on, and the supports are doing a good job here on the side of nouns. The cores are all struggling a little bit in their lanes, but the supports make up for the network disadvantage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And the levels definitely do help them. They work very well in tandem as well. You sprout someone, then they cut open the sprout to try and get out, and you hit them with the frostbite root, so they're still stuck.
They really are. Lelis is trying to get his 6. They're trying to make some pressure with these NP, but I don't feel this is happening. They only got 5 kills.
I mean, Nouns is kind of in a position where they just want to farm. Kind of like last game, they want to farm. Anti-Mage needs to get big. Just like Terrorblade needed to get big, and then you kind of want to win before Sammy hits his level 25. Until that point, you're pretty A-okay. Speaking of which, Sammy gets RP'd underneath the tower, throws out the level 1 little shredder, which does almost no damage. And they will get a double kill with their attention on towards the tier 1 tower top side.
They might kill the tower top now. Nice rotation, going for the Snapfire. Oh, they will try to defend on Bammysoy.
Moves.
They have the Doom.
At ready. Alacrity onto the Siege Creep. Doom gets it off, but the Evoker invis in time. So the Doom is not going to get the kill onto the Evoker. He'll be able to at least disengage. Lelis does drop, and the tower will get denied.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But
Yeah, they forced that play on the Invoker.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And Stormer is getting his Spirit Vessel delivered. Afterwards, Hanamitis, straightforward Quaswex Evoker build. Trying to drain the Tiny's mana, make sure he doesn't actually have any tools to continue any fights in the near future. Lelis TP's in from behind.
They know. Lion was pinging on the natures.
And Yuma actually dies bottom lane to the kisses of Snapfire and a little bit of the extra pure damage from the Enchantress.
They will finally take the tower. Lion's to level 5 and Enchantress as well. But they still are able to get something out of the map.
Samson, yeah, he's definitely building into kind of what is to be expected. Maelstrom, Dragonlance, straightforward items later down the line. Obviously, something like Swift Blink plus Daedalus, but that's when you have the amazing version of Lil Shredder.
It's gonna take time.
She's mine.
Oh,
Right now, in comes the TP as well from Lelis from behind. Mobai doesn't have any spells available at the time we see Yuma blows him up with a mana void. You have to be careful if you line up, because there is an RP play available on the Magnus. He's got the Blink Dagger. You have to be very careful that Gunner doesn't get a good angle.
I can't believe they are still level 5 on the supports. This way, Bammysoy can only watch now play the game.
Gunner's second in net worth, which is impressive considering his lane was pretty rough. He's completely alone for most of it. Does have max level of power, so it does farm pretty nicely. Yuma is closing in towards his Battle Fury. That's kind of when the hero wants to start farming. Blink. Ooh. Nope, lose the better target, and with the Spirit Vessel, even the TP from Lala's coming out, he'll be able to get that kill secured. Samson is here as well. Going in. Finger does get used on the fly, and Samson will die. Blink gonna be a target afterwards. Will Yuma go in? He does have a mana void. And we'll throw it on towards Blink to make sure the kill happens. In the meantime, towards mid, Mobai teams together with Husky managed to get the kill onto Gunner.
Dire's top tower.
At least they got something.
Yeah. That death onto Samson is pretty problematic. Oh.
Another? Oh, it was late.
Yeah, let us TP a little bit too late. Luckily enough, Enchantress cannot interrupt any TP without a creep. So no harm, no foul, really.
Oh, he broke the canvas. I think it was by accident.
Well, they're gonna smoke up. Lelis gonna be the target. Smoke gets broken. Have a toss with the blink dagger. He survives for quite a little bit longer because he does have double wraith band and a cloak, and he's building up into the mage slayer, so he's gonna be able to at least nullify a ton of the damage output from his opponents.
Radiant's
But the
middle
most important
tower is
thing
under
is he
attack.
soaked the gank so that
This'll come
Yuma
in
would
handy.
not lose his life. He is so close to the battle fury, he needs to just clear it out.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good timing as well.
Dire's
50
bottom
minutes.
tower is under attack.
Not bad.
Radiant's
Oh, the
middle
Doom's trying to
tower
find
is
the
under
AM.
attack.
And
Oh!
just out of range with the War Stomp. Gets the TP pack.
That was so close.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I mean, they have the Hand of Midas also being built up on Stormstormer. So with his Hand of Midas, Yuma going for the Battle Fury, they're just
Radiant's middle tower
content
is
in
under attack.
farming. Gunner's going for the
Dire
Echo
are
Saber.
scanning.
They're like, there's no rush for them. They have a very hard lineup to deal with. And Samson has a very
taking
hard
it
time
slow.
right now. He's gonna get quickly jumped up. He's starting forward. But will be taken down. They did use a lot for that kill though. And Mew's got the Doom at the ready. Throws it on Gunner. Don't really think that was...
Oh, that was cute.
It was a nice
Double
combo.
fail?
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yep. It was an expensive kill on the Snapfire, I would say.
Yeah, I don't think they needed to use the Doom on the Actually, they didn't need to use the Doom on the Magnus. It was kind of a mute point there. He already used his Skewer and RP, so we didn't actually have
Dire's
any
top
spells
tower
left.
is under attack.
And it wouldn't be too problematic if they grab Lelis here and... Oh, they do.
Dire's top tower is under
Blink
attack.
gets a second Finger of Death kill.
Now they know about the ward. Finally. At least AM is not dying.
Yuma still getting a pretty A-OK farm in the process. Stormstormer still not done with the Hand of Midas just yet.
All the mana gone.
Yeah, though mana pool heroes like a Tiny, like a Doom, definitely do hate playing against both a Quaswex Foker and
Radiant
an
are
anti-mage.
scanning.
That means your mana is always gone. Does have more points into Exit now on the Foker. Only 2 points in Quas, which is a little bit surprising, but it does mean that Sunstrikes and Alacrity buffs will be more dangerous
Yuma.
going forward. Yuma almost drops, still has a slow coming up from the
Dire's middle
Enchantress.
tower has fallen.
Impetus is too far away and he'll be able to get the blink to safer pastures.
If Enchantress had boots there, he would definitely be able to hit AM at least once.
Are scanning.
Move by, Gunner doesn't really find an angle to get the skewer going onto Mobai,
Radiant's
knows he
top
needs to
tower
walk
is
around the
under
tower,
attack.
it's a little bit dangerous territory to just try and find the perfect
Going
angle.
into hiding.
Roche still up, still there. But now they're trying to find ways of winning fights and get mod off the map.
Dire
they're
structures
currently,
are fortified.
Doing a terrific job at the very least. Or are they? Big fight comes out. Stormstorm is even going to get controlled up. They find 3 kills here on Bammysoy. Going in for Lelis. Make that 4 kills, it seems like. I hear an anti-mage farming up some creeps. But yeah, Lelis is another one down. No way to disengage. And a killing spree for the Enchantress. Of all the heroes in the entire game, Enchantress gets it. He's going for the Mage Slayer. I guess Husky is trying to realize that he's going to have to be the heavy lifting right-click core this game.
I feel like Bammysoy should be doing more of this. They should bring the Snapfire, trying to find more fights. They are very strong right now. Now they can't really count with this AM when it comes to fighting.
Anti-Mage doesn't even have his Battle Fury done just yet, so it's going to be quite some time before he's ready to take any fights.
And they are already giving a lot of space to this AM, not getting farm on the Magnus and the Invoker. So Bammysoy should abuse this.
I mean, Stormstorm's item build is Spirit Vessel, Hanamitis. He doesn't want to fight. It's going bots next. From all those items, I mean, you get a bit more stats these days from Spirit Vessel, but there's very little stats or anything that you actually gain from it. It's mainly mobility and utility.
Yeah, that's why I think Bammysoy should like be smoking right now. They might go.
That's a quick Octarine build up from Moo. Bots, Veil of Discord, next item. Actually has bots and the phase boost, which is kind of interesting.
Oh, the Lion.
The TP.
He doesn't even know.
And Gunner is going to be left behind. Quick Finger comes out.
Damage.
Gets a skewer back. It's not going to be a Finger of Death kill, though. It doesn't get infinite stacks towards bottom lane.
Ukuleles. He was trying to.
Wanted to get that yoink. Actually, they give it to Samson so that the Snapfire will be able to
Radiant are scanning.
get his level 25 faster.
Dire's
Name of the
bottom
game,
tower is
get
under
his
attack.
25. You probably win at that stage.
Shoot by Midas as well, right?
If you're looking to just get the experience, Midas is one of the most efficient items in that regard, even though you don't really use any attack speed on Snapfire at that stage of the game. There's always a nice plus. And it's not like he's the only
triangle.
scary hero this game. Mobai, if he gets an Aghanim Scepter at one point with the Daedalus, he can chunk away at the entire Nouns roster with just one tree fall.
Yeah, but at this pace, it's gonna take a long time until Tiny has a lot of items. He's going for the BKB second item just to be able to fight against this Invoker. He can probably try to maybe go for the Ags next.
By the way, for the winner of this match will be playing up against Young Zigandu because Shopify Rebellion is waiting in the grand finals. They won the first game in 30 minutes, the second in 20, and secured the win over Young Zigandu pretty easily.
Yeah, they are not playing. After the Batbomb Dash elimination, they woke up.
Yeah, it's time to make DreamLeagues happen. Or so they hope. Stormer BKB next. See, Harpoon is pretty much done on the Magnus. Anti-Mage is going Aghanim Scepter, actually.
Yeah, that way he can try to join the fight slowly. He can try to poke the Lion on the back line. He can bait a lot.
And Samson Snapfire. He's got the Mantis Style now done. Got no Vessel. Annoyance is coming through. He's heading towards bottom. He doesn't have a blink yet, so it's I mean, it's surprising that he's been able to get this many really successful and effective dooms. Mobai catch on Stormstormer, but didn't have the Invis detection on him. No dust, so Mobai doesn't.
That was interesting.
Toss him back. That's really problematic. Stormstormer was a sitting duck there with the avalanche on him.
They went all disconnected. Kisses coming and Titan going for a different target.
Dire's middle tower is under
They
attack.
also don't have the best Roche lineup on. Honestly, either side. Roche is pretty weak for them.
It takes just so much time to kill the Roche. It's impossible to get away with this without the enemy knowing.
Radiant's bottom tower
What's his
is under
career
attack.
doing?
Mobile is such a weird item built. Like, it's all strange
Pieces.
position. Yeah, it's all in pieces in his inventory. But
Yeah, he
should
had
have
to
the echo back up.
disassemble the echo and stuff. He can get the Echo Saber. He can try to go for Harpoon next to have more catch. But he can always go for the eggs as well. Get more AoE damage going.
Yeah, I think with the Aghanim Scepter using an Ogre Axe, you can split open the Echo Saber again to just get that Ogre Axe out and go for the Axe. I think it's probably a must-have this game. Hopefully we won't have too many delay issues or pauses coming in
Chat
this
will
game.
bug.
Who cares about your chat wheel, bro?
That's new.
Like, I can't
really?
DM guys. Come on. What's this? How can I can't play if I can't PM. This is NA Dota, bro. But what are we supposed to do?
Yep. Tab said it first.
Well, Yuma is farming pretty nicely. TP topside by Moo. He's got the Doom available, but
He's stuck. The Doom. What? How? What happened there?
I guess
Maybe he was never in range.
yeah, I guess he wasn't in range to throw out the Doom. It is a pretty short range. And also, he might have been a little bit scared because the counter spell came out, so he was like, nope, never mind, I ain't gonna risk accidentally catching myself off. Problem is, Enchantress had no way of like stunning the anti-mage so that you get a free ulti on him.
Yeah, they should bring the Lion next time. Oh, they're going to the bottom lane. That's unfortunate because the AM showed top.
And we also just randomly walk past Lelis in a very sad ring around the rosy play. Topside though, Husky might get jumped soon enough. There's a couple of Radiant heroes in the area.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's tanky.
Yes, this will do just fine.
Stormstormer going for the BKB next, has the blink bots. Every mobility item that doesn't pretty much give you stats is pretty much in the hands of the Voker. And Exort's building up nicely as well. So Sunstrikes, Meatballs, and the live Stormstormer's gonna get stunned randomly by blink. Gets a great catch. Doom plus finger plus the kisses. A lot used in the process, and they know that there's almost everything used, so well, what's there to fear? If they actually have nothing left of scare tactics, once you have kisses used, Doom, and finger, Tiny is a short cooldown anyway, and Enchantress doesn't have any cooldowns. So, yeah. You can pray pretty aggressive
can
with
keep
Doom
fighting.
and cooldown.
Radiant are
They
scared.
can definitely keep fighting.
What
You almost got the Yags now done. They're actually in the Roche pit here. It does get scanned out. And they're going to smoke and head in towards the pit area. Roker, soon to be alive, has Sunstrike to scout the Roche.
And we should be there with the Treants just to scout inside the pit.
Yeah, they spotted out. There's going to be the illusions coming out. Skewer forward, RP onto 3 with Yuma just bashing away at his opponents. This is easy pickups, and that is a disastrous team fight that could honestly be the game changer right now in favor of nouns. They just finish up the easy roast. There's a setup by Bammysoy.
That's how a top NA team should play. They just outplayed Bammysoy in the pit quite easily.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, nice skewer RP play coming out from Gunner as well.
Dire's bottom tower has
Good catches. Moo's got the Doom at the ready. He wants to use it on Stormstormer, but Stormstormer's actually going to invis up and head towards Moo. They scout further. Yuma summons illusions. For more harass, of course, you're playing against the Lion, so it is an easy one shot. Granted, you gotta be careful of the counterspell. You send out a Hex and you get counterspell Hex, that will put you in a very sad spot.
You might die if you do something like this.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower
He's
is
going
under
for the
attack.
Diffusal next. His right clicks are gonna hurt.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. Not going for the butterfly, it seems. Just getting the Eagle Song in advance for the
Dire's
Disperser.
bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah,
I
with
guess
this
when
you
you
do a
get
lot
doomed-
of right click damage.
When you get doomed, you're not muted anymore, so if you get doomed on anti-mage, you just hit
Dire's
yourself
bottom
with
tower
Disperser
has
and run.
fallen.
This needs to be careful. Is close to his Shadow Blade.
Dire's bottom tower is
I
under
think
attack.
he is going for the Shadow
Dire's
Blade at
structures
least.
are
This will be the
fortified.
case. Will be jumped
Oh
up.
no. Look at bottom lane.
Yeah, Yuma's just pushing forward. Tiny actually DCs. Is a quite unfortunate position. Lelis is definitely dead. No doubt about it, but
Unless he like silences the Tiny and tries to sprout TP out.
nah, even then he's probably dead. For Die Heroes. Doom's there as well. He has a blink.
Yeah, Doom has the dagger.
He can get on top of you. Yeah, exactly. Mercy.
Oh,
Please.
You
Stop
can try
catching
to
me.
tote and seal to the high ground. You silence the Tiny, you use the totem to the high ground, and hope you lay through that. That's a good point, Lilis.
Exactly. Alice knows what's up. If you're thinking, what are they going to go for the last pick? You just have to choose one of the random heroes that they picked already and be like, oh, yes, yeah, Samson's going to be playing that as the safe laner anyway. Hopefully we don't have any issues here for MOBA in the game. I definitely don't want to have a deciding game cost them the DreamLeague tournament because of some internet connectivity issues.
He's back. The man is back. And he sees Lilis.
Goodbye, Lettuce. It was nice knowing you. Throws out the silence, but Tiny can just jump away with the big fat tree. He's got the shard anyway. Meantime, there's going to be the screw on to move. Can they kill him off before he gets the Doom off? He's trying to get the cast going, and he will not get it done. Moo is dead and done and dusted. Has a buyback available for 45 seconds. We get another boss coming in. They have to be careful because there's another blink, skewer, RP, harpoon, BKB. Every single thing is ready for the Magnus to use.
If they want to, they can just kill this Enchantress right now. They might be patient here and wait for a better target. But this Enchantress, she's technically dead. Just blink, harpoon, skewer, and kill.
Going in, drag back. There's the catch on to Husky. Make that a second kill. Continuing for more. Tornado even gets thrown out. Keep them occupied. The creeps need to walk back in for the tower push damage to come out. Yuma needs to force himself back. Sun's tumbling, dropping very low jumpers.
Oh no.
Forces out the Enchantress buyback, and Gunner is a little bit too far right there on the catch attempt. He got greedy and he had to pay the price.
If you go for this play, you always should use the BKB. But as you said, he was greedy. He tried to outplay the Lion.
Looking a bit tougher. It's a 6k net with lead still, only. Luckily enough, no racks have been lost in the process, but Yuma is top net with by quite a decent margin. He's got the full disperser ready. He still has about 2 minutes left on that Aegis. But without the Magnus, pushing high ground feels scary. You want to have that displacement potential behind you. Catch him off guard. That is almost the same net with his move.
He's getting stronger. Instant BKB TP after the failure.
Moo, he's actually gonna get jumped here. Moo is in a bit of trouble, gets silenced up in the process, and he doesn't have a BKB, so he can't get rid of the pesky Orchid silence.
Might be high ground time.
Yeah, I don't really see why not.
Top tower has fallen.
Yuma pushes so fast. Oh my lord, and Liquid's dead. Yuma charging full speed out towards his opponents, will lose his first life on that Aegis. Doom buys back.
Can they do it that again?
Yeah, Yuma, Manta style, blink out of there. It is going to be the RP onto 2 by Gunner. Do they have the damage? Actually, Yuma walks right back and needs to be a bit careful. They haven't gotten rid of the rack yet, and Yuma's dropping low flight. Popping his ulti, Yuma dead. And again, another fight where the racks do not drop.
Okay. I think they should wait for the Magnus before the first jump. Because AM had the Aegis, so of course he would like to jump. But if the Magnus was there when the fight started, I think the outcome would be better.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, Gunner also went a bit deep to get that 2-man RP when his entire team was disengaging after the Aegis was lost, so it was kind of an awkward spot where they were like, yeah, we want to kill them, but we also kinda can't. Because if Anti-Mage blinks back in, he's right in front of the entire Dire lineup, and if he gets doomed, he's dead.
Yeah, they just jumped the AM because they knew that the Magnus was not there yet. So it was easy to get the first life.
Well, Tiny's got the Daedalus almost done. Mobile will be able to do some chunky damage. Samson is closing in on his level 20, so that will at least be Lil Shredder multi-shot. Is not amazing, but it's still pretty okay. Once he hits that level 25, it turns into amazing.
Yeah, 5 more to go. I mean, 6 yet, right?
And that's kind of what nouns want to dodge. They want to finish this game before that level 25 gets reached.
Radiant are scanning.
His anti-mage is pretty strong, but Snapfire can wipe your entire team with one Daedalus. They're actually walking away, but there are no creeps. So they need to push out the lane first.
They're trying to force a fight here. They need to take care of the waves first. I mean, that's a nature's prophet job, right?
Lala Silver Edge going for the BKB next. He's very farmed currently on that Nature's Prophet. Any other surprise items being picked up by anyone? A Gunner, Stormer. Is going for the Octarine. Cooldown reduction on a hero that has a gazillion spells. Always sounds pretty neat. And obviously afterwards Aghanim Scepter because Cataclysm. Also the buff onto the Quas Wax and Exort pieces is always nice from the Aghanim Scepter, but it's primarily big fat Cataclysm coming in when you RP the entire enemy team and they all get blown to smithereens.
AM can use the counter spell on allies. That can make the job for the Magnus easier if he doesn't want to pop BKB before jumping.
Oh my god, it's more buttons.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Kinda neat though. And Enchantress summoning the illusions there. Make a little bit of, well, taking over the anti-mage illusions to make a little bit of a push play. They're going to jump in onto Yuma. Can he get himself out of there? The toss-up in the sky. Counter-spelling that Earth Spike coming through. RP gets used, but the great Hurricane Pike keeps Gunner out of range. That's actually huge. So that it wasn't the 3-man RP. Nonetheless, Samson is still dead. Looking for more. Gunner won't be able to get another connection, and it will be 2 kills in favor of Nouns. But that clutch.
They might force with this.
If that Hurricane Pike wasn't used, that was the 3-man RP, and they wipe him.
Dire's bottom barracks are under
Yeah,
attack.
the Hurricane Pike play was cool and all, but he wasn't in a very good positioning after that.
Oh yeah, no, he was stuck, and the rest of his team was running away. But at least he kept them alive. Problem is you're a safe laner, so your goal is also like killing the enemy.
He dodged one bullet to get hit by another.
Well, it's more of a freight train at this point. That is the Yuma anti-mage.
Are under attack. Dire's middle barracks.
And Megas
He's
seems
so
to be the
strong.
target.
Middle barracks has fallen.
Nothing that they can really do to interrupt it, and indeed Megas does get secured. Granted, you have a Snapfire, so you can again survive against Megas, but how much longer can you survive against Nouns? Gunner tries to get the skewer back. No BKB just yet, and Gunner is dead in response. Mobile does get taken down, has a buyback on the Tiny available.
Has to use it.
Onto Yuma. The Doom was still on cooldown for 5 seconds, so he couldn't throw it out onto Yuma. Doom will be used onto Storm. Storm is going to go for the BKB, TP out of there. Nope, I'm not going to play your game. I'm going to be gone instead. It's going to be the Lion that is the target. Samson with them. Mortimer's Kisses, see if you can kill off Fly while I hear an anti-mage going in onto Samson. I see it going off on Samson, killing him off as well. Yuma will be able to run back to safety. A buyback from Samson?
Yeah,
Delay his Daedalus.
they're slowly chopping the resources on Bammysoy. Now all they have to do is just go Roche and finish the game.
Yeah, Roche has respawned to Dire side. And I mean with the
Full
Electro
Scotty
buff,
on
dies
the
fast. And also has almost 3k gold ready for the next item, which at this point, I guess, you know, you replace the Pow Treads or something. You already have Aviana's Feather, so you get the movement speed buff from that. And you have Disperser, which is obviously busted.
Where's the plan here for Bammysoy? Maybe they have to like try to surprise Nouns when they go for a push. Maybe try to smoke and get them outside of the base. Of course, they need to deal with the waves first.
Like
They don't
if this
have
was the
a lot of
old
buybacks.
Snapfire, it would be so much better because he had little shredder applies attack damage talent at that stage, and it would be so much better. Because then you'd just be able to shred them at level 20, but now you have to wait to 25. It's such a long wait.
They need like 8 more minutes to get 25 on Snapfire. They need to come out with a plan right now. No shard Invoker yet?
I am severely disappointed. I guess he wants the axe because that's for cool kids.
What about the Tormentor?
Uh,
I think they're not killing the Tormentor this game.
I don't think so either. Crystal Maiden's the only... Well, they probably killed once, because Crystal Maiden's the one with the shard at the moment. Toss up. Control on Soapstone, pops the BKB on the back line. It is going to be an RP onto Tooth. Doom was used actually onto Lelis. He doesn't really care, because he just has a buyback and he will rejoin almost instantly. But Yuma's on a triple kill, and the entirety of Bammysoy will have to call the GG there. That is game, set, match. And indeed, Bammysoy will be eliminated from DreamLeague 22 closed qualifiers. You're down to the last 3 teams, and it will be Nouns versus Yang team from Dubu in the lower bracket finals next.